Hi guys. I'm doing an impromptu pop in because I am so interested in how Thanksgiving went for everybody who has on Waistbeads for the first time this Thanksgiving. So I'll wait to see if people gather and see if anybody has any feedback. Hello, Donna, darling. How you doing? I'm gonna make some beads while I'm doing this. Happy Thanksgiving weekend to you. Donna, are you wearing waist beads? And I know I have to press this button or it gets crazy and I can't see what's going on. All right, there you go. So I'm just really here, Donna, asking people how their Thanksgiving went. If this is your first Thanksgiving wearing waist beads, because I know Thanksgiving is a holiday where people, they eat all the food. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. How was your Thanksgiving? Did you feel moderated? Did you feel like they were supportive? While you were having dinner with your family and friends, they kept you from like going overboard. And I'm asking that because I know that for me, when I first started wearing waist beads and I, had some occasion, maybe it wasn't, the first one wasn't Thanksgiving, but some occasion where food was heavily involved. I was like, whoa, wait, so it can't just go down. Like I just can't get crazy. Which was a revelation. I think it was one of the things that I loved most, after I put them on. I was like, oh, this really helps me. It helps support me. Do you know which one you want, Donna? Have you been looking? Have you been to the website? I think a lot of people don't know still, which is interesting because it's been up since July. A lot of people still don't know that Alaya has a website, a really beautiful website that people can go to and see the pricing and look at the color chart and figure out the information about the energetics that each strand holds. It's all there at www.alayo.net. Nice. Perfect. Nice. It's a really easy process to order on the site too. So I'm hoping that people will go check it out. It's been really busy this weekend, of course, because of the sale. People are buying waist beads like crazy because we're having a buy two get one free, which is pretty dope because I know that some aspect of the waist bead wearing is people like the layers. So to get an additional one for free, it's kind of fun. People have been stopping by the studio to get beads. I have a couple appointments today and into the evening. An amazing group of women came by yesterday and got beads. I'm sounding kind of funny because I have a candy in my mouth and I want it. And I just decided I wasn't going to spit it out because sometimes we have a candy in our mouth and we want it. There are 11 people on here. How come I only see Donna? Who's on? Hi, guys. Hi. Say hi to me. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and if you have on beads, and how they treated you for your Thanksgiving. Because that's what we're here to talk about. I'm nosy. And I want to know if they are doing what I say they're going to do, which is, tracking you, helping support you in the area of what you eat. And even how you are processing your food, digesting your food. Are they making your posture better? Are you sitting up straighter so that your food is processing better? What's the deal? Hi, I see somebody's icon I feel like I know. Was that Jocelyn? Are you on here, Jocelyn? So yes, if anybody has any, oh my God, I thought the waist beads were going to kill me this holiday stories, that wouldn't surprise me. But it'd be interesting to hear. I'm listening to Gregory Porter and making waist beads because, as you might imagine, I have a million orders to fill. Hi, Sky. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much, Robbie, Candy. Hi, Josie. So I'm asking people, Jocelyn, how their experience for the first time wearing waist beads on a food holiday like Thanksgiving. Thank you so much, Antoinette. I appreciate the love, y'all. It's so awesome to be able to do something that I love. And it feed me. Like, it's crazy. Siobhan says she's been following us on Facebook for a long time. Stayed up early on Black Friday to order beads. You did, Siobhan. And because you stayed up late to order on Black Friday, your beads will ship in 3 days. That's dope. So you'll have them in very, very short order. They'll go out on Monday. So stay tuned for them next week. I'm super excited about that. Thank you so, so much. Antoinette, do you have beads? Do you have waist beads? Did anybody have on waist beads for the first time this Thanksgiving? That's kind of what I'm sort of here to see. I'm very interested in how that went. If you feel like, that aspect of waist bead wearing, because I know they make you feel sexy and, all of that stuff is really awesome. But one of the major factors, one of the major components of wearing waist beads is to, train us to be very present to how we're feeding our bodies, how much we're feeding it, what we're feeding it. And the waist beads talk back to you when you are in that exchange. And so I'm trying to see, if people are having that experience. Deja is loving her beads. Awesome. Hi, Deja. Rob Bead Z arm candy. You do beaded jewelry. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I'm always delighted that people who do bead artistry give me love. I appreciate that. Jocelyn said her beads work. They said, Heifer, if you take one more bite of that mac and cheese, I will make you pay for it. They will say that. They will call you a heifer. They will. Because sometimes we act up and they have to call us names. But they mean it in love. Yeah, I got crazy. Last week got kind of crazy for me. I had early Thanksgiving with some friends. And it got stupid. Like I wasn't a good listener. And so I had a real come to Jesus moment with my waist beads and the creator. And I was like, listen, I'm going to need some help because I went over. I did too much. But I'm going to need this to stop hurting. So I know that they work for me in that way. I cannot just eat all the food I want to eat because it's not, it's not a game. And so I was kind of laid up in the bed like, oh my God, please, I'll never eat again if you just let me breathe. It was stupid. It was stupid, but it was real. And it's not the first time. I don't do it often, and I haven't done it in a long time, but it's not the first time. But I think that because I have this stopgap, I also, despite that, am probably the same size I've been 2 years ago, maybe smaller. So I know that they're not going to fail me. They're not going to fail me as long as I keep them on. And don't cut them off. They're just not going to fail me. Oh, I got caught in a bead. So nobody wearing beads for the first time this Thanksgiving? Surprised by how they work. Hashar, do wearing multiple strands help detect overeating quicker? No, in fact it doesn't. If you have one strand placed in the proper place, it will give you a nudge when you're overeating. Of course, if you haven't, now look at that. See, that's what you get, Jasai, for being greedy. So if you have strands placed in different places, you're gonna feel it a little differently. What you will feel, so if your strands are below your navel and you eat too much, what they'll do is rise up. If you have strands that live like I do above my navel, if I eat too much, I do get a much quicker feeling of discomfort. So if they're below your navel, what you'll get is you'll be able to see that they're rising. Might not be uncomfortable, because you can just move them. I have strands that live above my navel so that it can literally stop me. So if you had one strand and you placed it above your navel, it would immediately alert you. And when I say alert, I don't mean just move up. I mean make you uncomfortable. I don't want to make it sound super bad, but yeah. The top strand, yes. The top strand comes through with the information immediately. They just said it's her first time, and she didn't pig out like she normally does. She was satisfied, but she couldn't be greedy this year. Yay, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. I mean, it's really that. And then all the rest of the time when you're not eating, you get to feel sexy, and you don't be having to feel like, oh my God, am I like, whatever, all the stuff we do. So they do the work, and then they just chill, and they let you be great. Should the beads be worn above your navel? I struggle with that decision. My personal opinion, my personal practice is that if you're going to have waist beads on, one of the most important functionalities of them, of course, is to alert you when you're having too much food. And not to just alert you by having them roll up, but to stop you. So, yeah, there are strands. I think I have 2 or 3 of them that live, which means I'll probably never lose enough weight for them, because I'm already a small girl. I'll never lose enough weight for them to fall down. They live above my navel so that I don't get out of control. There are ones that I have that live below my navel, and they sort of ride up and down and, do their thing. But these ones above my navel are literally my gauge. They make sure that nothing gets crazy. So why, Antoinette, why are you struggling with putting them above your navel? Are you nervous that they're going to bully you? What is that? Talk to me about that. Because you really, you want to get all the functionality out of them. So they're, of course, all at once, like lingerie and an ancient scale and a mindfulness tool. But they really are an alert system, too. And you don't want to lose that functionality because you put them too low, below the navel. So tell me, Gingy, why? I like your name. I had a girlfriend when I was little named Gingy. I loved her. Tell me why you struggled with putting them. Why? Oh, okay. Why? Because there's a really important piece that you're missing if they live below your navel. I thought the position preference was based on style. It absolutely is. Absolutely. So, especially if you're a woman that's not looking to lose any weight in the center, you can put them wherever you want to put them. If you're a woman that's looking to lose weight in the center, nothing's going to stop you if your beads are way down here. Like I had a girlfriend, God love her, who wore her, she had a pouch and she wore her beads below her belly for years. That pouch never went away because the beads wasn't bothering it. The beads were not getting in the way of her doing her thing at the table. So you want them to, be your buddy at the table. And they can't really do that below your navel. I have a gang of beads in here. I don't want to use that. So yeah, maybe if you get an additional strand at some point, you can tie it higher. I had sort of seen a lot of people on YouTube say you shouldn't live below say they should live below the navel, but I also don't need to really regulate weight. Got it. So culturally, in African cultures, in African communities, I believe in Ghana, Senegal, the waist beads really are something that women use exclusively as the domain of entice for their partners. So, of course, if that's the deal, if you're using this as a tool to enhance your intimate life or to turn your partner on, yeah, nobody needs to see it but your partner, which means it would live below your navel because it would live, below the line of your pants or skirt. So, yes, culturally, depending on what tribe you are asking, there is a lot of information and rhetoric and a culture around having them be discreet, having them be a secret, having them be private, having them be personal. Here at Alio, that's not our game. It's not what we do, mostly because this is an exquisite tool of mindfulness. I happen to be a mindfulness instructor. When they were tied on me years ago, they were tied at my belly, and I understood immediately that this could keep me in check and make me feel not frustrated by however I was feeling about my center. And so, yeah, I recommend as a mindfulness practice that you wear some of your beads at or above your navel. My oldest daughter told me yesterday I need to go eat. My waist beads are loose. Yes. That's because you're winning, Rochelle. That's because you're winning. Your waist beads are loose because you're winning. Tell us, Rochelle, how much weight you've lost. Rochelle is a friend and an Alio client, and Rochelle has been losing weight like a jackrabbit for a while now. And so her beads have, of course, fallen down, and we've retied them, and they've fallen down some more, and we've retied them. But if you want to share, Rochelle, how much weight have you lost and how much time while you've been wearing the beads? Oh, something happened. Something's happening here. Oh, okay. And Rochelle's daughter have beads, which is awesome because we want the mothers to be able to share. So some part of this, for me, culturally, like present day, is that I am very interested in our daughters and our nieces not having to go through the struggles that we had to go through related to mindfulness or lack of mindfulness around the food that we eat. I have a 16-year-old daughter. My daughter has 6 waist beads on. I don't have to talk to her about weight. I don't have to talk to her about being mindful of what she eats because she's got a personal relationship with her own body, and the waist beads help support that. And then we don't have to get into struggles about that because it is important to me. It's important to me that my daughter mind her health overall. But that's a very sensitive subject, as lots of you might know, and maybe you had struggles with your own mother or your own daughters about their weight and their waist, and you know how you feel about yourself and your weight and your waist bleeds over into her experience. Like all of that is very personal, but it needs to be attended to. And so I am of the mind that every woman should be have agency over and attend to her own body. Shayna said she made her first pair a month ago, and needless to say, they didn't last but 4 days. Now I'm self-conscious about wearing them because I know I need to lose 40 pounds before trying again. Next pair I'll order and leave it to the professionals. So this is the deal, Shayna. What you just said is like saying, I'll build a house and then I'll buy a hammer. Well, a hammer can help you build a house. Now, the truth is, most people who make waist beads don't use the right material. I don't have a lot of secrets. The material I use to make waist beads is one of the secrets. But I can assure you that if you bought waist beads from Alio, and right now they're buy 2 get 1 free, so you might want to consider it, they won't break. You will give me your waist size in inches. I will make them to fit you. You'll tie them above your navel so that you can use the scale functionality of them, and they will help support you in your weight loss. Also, something amazing happened, and I will ask this woman's permission to post the pictures here after we're done. But one of my clients, and I'm going to come back for this bigger announcements, but one of my clients is in a group that I am a part of. They're doing waist down with waist beads. So this, one of the women in the group tied the beads on, and that I could tell in what she said, she didn't do anything way different, except she was much more aware that she had not been drinking enough water. In 7 days, simply because of the awareness that she had not been drinking enough water and then drinking enough water, her beads dropped and her belly dropped so significantly that I gasped. Like it was wild. So the awareness that they bring to you regarding your body and how you're being in it is really remarkable. Like it's priceless. So if you spend $50, $60 on waist beads, and you can buy one, you can literally spend $15 on one waist bead. It is an investment. It literally is an investment in presence, which is an investment in your health. So I would encourage you to not wait till you lose 40 pounds. I would highly encourage you not to do that, because what you could do in 9 months, waist beads will help you do in 3. Like seriously. Do you do a basic measurement of your waist when sizing? So yes, you will get a measuring tape. Lots of women will try to give me their pant size. Pant sizes are not universal, sadly enough. So a size 8 at the Gap is not a size 8 at Macy's, is not a size 8 at H&M, is not a size 8 at, Levi. Like it's just not the same. So I would ask you to get a measuring tape and simply measure your waist. They're like $1.29 or $1.49 or something at Walmart. Every woman should own a measuring tape to measure her waist, to measure her bust, to measure herself. That way we don't have to be playing with the scale all the time. You know, measure it once every year, once every, 6 months. If you have on waist beads, you don't need to do any of that. But you should have a measuring tape. So I would measure, again, especially if you're trying to lose weight in the center, I would measure at or above the navel. And then what I do when I get your measurement is I make them about 2 inches longer so that you can play with the placement when you get them. Like maybe that wasn't really right. You want to do a little lower. You want to do a little higher. So there's a little bit of leeway for you to tie it in the way that the place you really want it. So Rochelle said, I think you tied my first strand in October 2016. At that time, I was 240 pounds. And as of today, I am 202 pounds. That is so amazing. So awesome. I absolutely love it. Congratulations to you. You look amazing and you feel light and happy, and that makes me happy. And then Rochelle was working out like a monster. So you can work out in your waist beads. I have lots of clients who are professional trainers who wear them. I have lots of clients who are on weight loss journeys who are wearing them. So this is not a thing that you have to be worried about. It's going to break on you in your workout or whatever the deal is. You can wear them and work out. All right. So I think I overstayed my welcome. I wasn't even planning to be here this long. I love y'all. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you're enjoying your families. I hope you are enjoying that yummy food. Don't eat too much of it, because too much of a good thing is a bad thing. I am here making waist beads. I literally have, 50 orders. So I need to get to work because y'all gonna want these beads and I want them to get to you on time. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for this work. I'm grateful for your trust. I'm grateful for your encouragement. And of course, if you have any questions, anytime you can hit me up. aliostrands@gmail.com is my email address. But you can message me here or DM me on Instagram. I'm all over the place and really just right here. So yes, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your holiday. And I will see you. I have a couple of really big exciting announcements for the new year, and I'm going to come and chat with you all about those. But yes, enjoy. Bye, ladies.